Well, the one thing that I remember very much about Tommy, amongst many things that I remember of Tommy, but one thing in particular is he was always the world's greatest cheerleader. And the thing that was impressive about Tommy is that despite maybe not knowing what the other projects in the lab were um, or their impact or what they could be, he was still very, very, very supportive of the other people in the lab for their projects. It wasn't so much the things that he was doing were phenomenal, because they really were in a lot of ways, but it was the fact that to the other people that had different projects, he was just as supportive and phenomenal. And in fact, Tommy's original project in our lab was with neuroanatomy, had nothing to do with the ICP device that he ended up deciding he wanted to pursue. It was because of his sense of responsibility that he realized that he could probably do more with that particular device than he could have done with some of the other projects. And whereas those other that particular project was offered to other people in engineering, and Tommy wasn't an engineer, and they were ho hum about getting that project, Tommy was all over it. He really wanted to make it happen. And the shame of it is that Tommy hasn't been around to really be a part of that device. He was just about to get started with it. But the anatomy project, and then the bazillion other projects ranging from different types of ventilators to pumps to things that you wouldn't ever really think of as being particularly interesting if you didn't have any background. And yet Tommy still was so supportive of it and the people that were working on it. He never had a bad thing to say about anything. And you know, although I'm sure as an athlete he was competitive, he was never competitive along those lines. It was always collaborative, you know. So I guess if I could say the perfect Tommy challenge would be for somebody, if it was up to me to say what that is, always be the best cheerleader, always be the hardest worker, always be collaborative, and support things that you may or may not completely understand, as long as you know they're for the greater good. Josh Medow. I work here at UW Hospital.